Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am here with another Plan With Me. Yeah, we were doing kind of like jazz hands going on. So I'm pulling this kit out. I've had this for a while from Oddloop. I do not know if it's still up in her shop. I really hope it is. It's amazing. And then I just pulled out from a very old sub from Caress Press the foil because it's this lighter gold, and it just be so pretty. So I'm gonna pull out my light gold date dots, yeah, from Rose Colored Days, so I can use those as well. Let's get into it. And guess what? I don't think I missed any foil on Monday's video. If I did, what's new? But I think if I foil as we go, it's just really easy and really great. So I am gonna just use this bottom portion up in the sky area because I think that would be pretty cool. Kind of like wizard dust happening. Yeah. Sorry, I like swallowed funny. I'm so excited. I have absolutely no idea what week we are on in this 52 weeks. I know we've missed a few weeks, you know, especially from when I was like sick, and then obviously the move, but you know, we're jumping right back into it and getting this done and stuff. I have figured out what next year's project is going to be. Dun, 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 dun. You're like, what's it? What is it going to be? Okay. I am doing another 52 weeks of Halloween. So just like what I did the first time, but there's going to be a twist. And that's all I'm saying. Just know that I'm going to do another 52 weeks of Halloween with a little bit of a twist. So I'm still going to keep it my kids' memory keeping planner because I think that's like a given. Like it needs to stay their memory planner because that just works out to my advantage so well. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, please lift up, please lift up, please lift up. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. All right, because I only have one of the yellows over here, and so I wanted to kind of go up and then down with like the glitter headers, if that makes sense. So, or down and then up, whatever. All right, here we go. All right, today's topic. Somebody, I think it was Brett, commented on one of my last videos of how she thought it was funny that I call it, you know, like topic for this next talk is, because it's kind of true. Okay, so we are definitely going to make this one the quote box sticker, and then the bottom, I think I'm gonna make Quidditch. Okay, no rhyme or reason, it's just how I'm just feeling. All right, so there we go. Okay, and I've got to foil as we go, and I have 8 boxes here, and I have this. Okay, so I have this light gold foil here from Rose Colored Days that's really just like a frame, but I'm afraid, oh geez, it's like pulling things off. Ugh, I gotta do this upside down because I don't, oh, son of a gun. Okay. Something's not gonna be foiled this week. I think it's just gonna be this box down here. And that is, we'll see what I can come up with, because this one has a quote on it and I don't want to do a quote. So, but clearly need to have this be foiled, and I think having it all the way around, and I just don't need anything heavy. I just want it to be just light and subtle. So, all right. So topic for today's talk is this last week we had our trees trimmed. Yeah. So that made for an adventure, and I got to see what days are we planning for. We are planning for the 6th. Okay, I got a lot that's, whoa. Alrighty, put you over there. Alright, cool beans. We're good here. Now I gotta be like, concentrate extra hard so that I don't tear these guys up, because then I would have to like pull a whole new row, and that's just not fun for anybody. So we had our trees trimmed. So we live in an area that's obviously going to be prone to hurricanes. And one of the things that we noticed about the house is that the trees were definitely not a forefront of the previous owner's mind. And things that I've learned about nature is nature doesn't care about you. Nature continues to grow and nature continues to do its thing. So if you don't want nature to invade your space, you need to ensure that it doesn't invade your space. So the trees were very much neglected, and these trees have been here for at least 60 years, if not longer. So these trees are not going anywhere. They are deep rooted and they have claimed their stake, and they're gorgeous and they're beautiful and they provide such amazing shade. And just like, let's get these beauties back up. So there's a lot of like extra tree limbs happening that shouldn't be happening, you know, and they just kind of need to be pruned away and stuff. But our biggest concern was getting some of the biggest and heaviest ones off of our off over our roof, off over our carport, and off over the power lines. And let me tell you, I'm so glad we did that, because one of the trees was actually like had branches going in between the power lines, and then it was really drooping over the top of the power lines. And I'm like, you know what, this is one good windstorm away from knocking these power lines down, and I really don't want the power company to be mad at me. So we need to get this. So there's been a couple of right off the bat projects that have had to take place. The first one was electrical work, to get the office up and running, because they did not do the proper electrical work. Or I shouldn't say proper, I should just say they did not have the proper framework for what I needed. It worked for them, but for me, it needed to be grounded wires and stuff like that. So we live in an older house, and everything. So, okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. I don't think I need any of those. I kind of want... Okay, we gotta flip back and we gotta see some things. Okay, I've been doing a lot of stagger. That was all within the same. Stagger, all within the same. Okay, stagger. I think I'm gonna go all within the same, but I'm gonna do it along the bottom here. Okay. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Do I want to keep it kind of in an order? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just go for what I think is a good order. Without like having all the like same colors together, because that's a lot of brown together. And we want to kind of split up the darker blues. Really honestly don't think it matters which way you go, because it's all just gonna be gorgeous anyways. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we had tree trimmers out yesterday to trim these trees, and holy cow, first off, these guys were so nice, so respectful, very just like, you let us know if you want it done any other way. It's your house. You let us know if we're not cutting enough, if we're cutting too much. Like, we want to ensure that you are happy with what you have. And I was like, well, gee, thanks. Like, that's super nice. So they were very, very nice. They cleaned up as they went along. They didn't drop anything onto my roof. They just, I mean, they were just, it was just so nice. And then the main guy ended up coming by, and we ended up chatting with him for a little while and stuff, and that was fun. But it was a long day because they were here all day. So it was a long day staying here and ensuring that everything was going okay and everything. And yeah, so now I have these trees that have been trimmed, which I'm super excited about. But I walked outside when they had gotten about halfway done, and I walked out to my fence line to look, and I was floored. I was floored with how just amazing it looked, because it really was like a different house. Okay, so we're gonna put these headers here, and I'm just gonna go down the strip. I'm gonna have to cut one, but I think that'll be okay. So yeah, so but in like hindsight of it all, I'm really glad, because we just had like the worst rainstorm since we've moved into this house. And I was standing next to it, so I was standing in this general area of like where I film, and the thunder, the storm was like right over us. And so the thunder was super, super loud, and it shook, and I was just like, whoa. And we started looking out, and we were like, yeah, we're really glad we got those trees up, because one, it's letting us know where these, okay, where'd my ruler go? There it is. Where these, like, these spots that like water's gonna collect, and what we need to like start paying attention to, because you know, hurricane season has started. June 1st marks the first day of hurricane season, so that's just something that we have to be mindful of and keep our eye out for, and stuff like that. But yeah, I was really glad we got it done before this storm happened, so that we could actually really see what's going on. But that also means on the same day that we had the tree trimmers come, we had a new pool guy come out. So we had somebody come out and inspect our pool, and they were like, oh yeah, this is what's going on, blah blah blah. And I say blah blah blah, but it's like, I don't know half of what this person was talking about, so it's kind of like, thanks. And he's like, we got to get you a new quote for this valve, and I'll do a quote for having a cartridge and this, that, and the other. And then he's ghosted us, which this company is the one that everybody in our city recommends. And I'm just like, we got ghosted. We can't get a hold of him. I mean, we've not given him any money, so it's not that big of a deal. But we have had problems with the pool ever since we got here, so we're trying to get that all situated up and everything. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do here. All right, So I know that the kiddos, they're gonna hate me. We were supposed to actually start school back up this last week, but it just wasn't gonna happen. We had some other my apologies. We still had some other things that needed to happen, and with Monday being a holiday, it was just easier to be like, you know what? We have to focus on this. We need to get this done, and this is when we're going to get it done. So they all agreed that this upcoming Monday was a better start date for them to go back to school, and they're completely fine going through the rest of the year and stuff, being just without having a summer break. That's the word I was looking for. Without having a summer break. So they're just fine. In fact, they're like, whatever, it is what it is. So I'm really actually happy for that one for them. So we will actually start up school then. But yeah, so we had this pool guy come out, and he gave us a lot more information, although he didn't call us back yesterday either. So I'm hoping this does not become a constant problem with trying to find somebody to fix the pool. So we do need a new spider gasket. It melted in our valve, but the problem with that is because it melted, we may not be able to get it all the way out, which means we're gonna have to replace the entire valve. Okay, cool beans. What we need to do is we just need to get this pool up and going, and get it done right, so that we can enjoy our pool. So I'm hoping that by the end of June, in time for 4th of July weekend, we have a pool that is up and running. If not, then it can wait till I get back from Kentucky from convention. So all right, I'm just gonna go through here and just kind of staggering these around. I feel like that's the best thing at this point, because there aren't a lot of functionals in this kit and everything. But yeah, the pool guy gave us a lot of good information. We talked about it. He said what we are doing in terms of okay, so that's gonna be like school. We're gonna do the 3-day weekend just a little bit different, I think. But yeah, he's like, what you're doing is doing good. He's like, I expected your pool to be black. And I was like, oh no. We don't want to get that far. He's like, you're right, you don't want to get that far. I was like, we know a little something, maybe, I guess. But we don't want it to be black. He's like, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, because that's really all you can do, and that should help you, because then once we get this situated, then you can get your system going, and you're not gonna have to drain your pool and everything. I was like, oh, thank you. I don't want to drain my pool. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we got going on here. Like I said, we're gonna do things just I'm gonna use a lot of these like smaller stickers, I think. Kind of fill up space. I know that I don't need as much space for the kids' memory keeping, because we do things just differently, and I track things just differently. But oh, somebody mentioned, because last time I used a Fashion Girl. Yeah, I used a Fashion Girl. I really did like that box. It really matched the theme really, really well last week. But overall, I won't use a Fashion Girl. It's just not my thing, doesn't match my style. However, if a kit has them and I don't have enough boxes for a lot of other things, I will throw them in there just so that there's space is filled up, because clearly we don't do a sidebar on this one. It's super hard. It is really hard to do a sidebar for the kids' memory keeping. I know some people have some amazing ideas and things like that. I'm not one of those. It just doesn't work for my brain. So okay, let's see what we got here. I do know that, okay, so Friday nights are our movie nights. So in keeping with the theme here, I'm almost tempted to take this. I think I will. Just keep foiling it, just foil it all up. We're gonna put the weekend banner down here, but then I know that I had scripts over here, and we'll put movie night there. Okay, and now we have the weekend. Okay, I'm gonna put these here. So, but overall, like I said, they did not damage my house. They didn't do anything, and it was nice. Oh, they gave us they brought their mulching machine with, and they were like, hey, do you guys want the mulch? We'll give you guys some mulch. And I was like, yes, please. Like, is that even a question? Yeah, I used up all those headers, so I'm not gonna have any headers in this area, which is just fine. Because then we have this. This is very much a white space spread. We use these bigger ones. Do I have anything? Nope, I don't have anything that I can use on those. Although, what would this look like? Ooh, that's kind of pretty. If I put it right down the center, that's really kind of pretty. Oh, I kind of like that. I might do it down here and bring some foil down to this. Ooh, I might still be able to foil this box here, and I'll just use headers. How does that sound? But yeah, it's all nice and done, and it opened up such big space. And now we get the pool done, and once the pool is done, then we get to move on to like the cool projects of making the house our own. Yes, I'm going to take these and I'm going to line them up one by one, and we're just gonna have a lot of golden snitches on this full box. So, but yeah, I mean, that's just like the crappy part of being a homeowner, though, is that all these projects now fall on you to get done, and that's the really not fun part and stuff. But once they're done, and you don't have to worry about them anymore. So, or until you gotta update them and stuff like that. Okay, I don't have anything to put in the sidebar. There isn't anything that I need to track. We're not on any like amazing type of schedule yet, so I think I'm gonna leave it just like that and just leave it open. And like I said, super white space and everything. But kit is from Oddloop. Like I said, I don't know if she has the kit in her shop anymore. Super pretty, super. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Everything's linked down in the description box below. Leave a comment down below and just keep it real like what I've been telling you all week long. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye now.